What's up, guys? While I've got a minute after that terrible Hornets first half against the Brooklyn Nets, I thought I would dive into the insanely busy NFL day, packed with news, shockers, and it's just probably an appetizer to what we're going to see when the league year starts. I believe that is on March 16th. Also, before I forget, happy International Women's Day to all the rock star women out there that are crushing in whatever they're doing. And there's a lot of women that I can thank for helping me and believing in what I'm doing. So happy International Women's Day. Y'all are amazing. So obviously the big bombshell of the day is Denver Broncos acquiring Russell Wilson for a boatload, 2 firsts, 2 seconds, a fifth, and 3 players. Shelby Harris. I really like Noah Fant, the young tight end, and Drew Lock. Drew Lock, I think, still has some potential, and I honestly think this could be a win-win for both sides. It also could be a lose-lose, depending on, although I really don't think so unless Russell Wilson turns into me or a pumpkin as a quarterback, because he's got an embarrassment of riches. So I completely understand Denver going all in. They did it with Peyton Manning. It worked. They've got Patrick Surtain, Bradley Chubb on the defensive side, Javonte Williams, the standout rookie running back from North Carolina, who turned a lot of heads. That might be the best running back Russell's had since Marshawn Lynch. And then you got Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutherland, Tim Patrick from in the wide receiver core. That is some big time weapons for Russell. But also, Seattle did really nice in the draft pick haul, but obviously you have to get those right. And there's been some head scratching from Seattle's perspective in terms of the drafting and such, and trying to keep Russell Wilson upright and healthy. And obviously Russell Wilson being healthy is going to be the biggest key, and not having a freak injury off of somebody's helmet. But that AFC West is popcorn worthy. You got Derek Carr, you got Patrick Mahomes, you got Justin Herbert, and you got Russell Wilson now. Yes, please, thank you, except for the fact that the Panthers have to face that entire division. So, but it's going to be entertaining football otherwise. Really surprised at that, but again, if Seattle gets these picks right, it could be a rapid and quick rebuild, but who knows? And it's going to be fun to see what Russell can do in the Mile High. So, very intriguing there. Aaron Rodgers, 4 years, $200 million to stay with the Green Bay Packers, and they franchise tagged Davante Adams. Obviously, the numbers speak for themselves for Aaron. 3 straight 13-win seasons, 3 straight NFC North titles. But obviously, the big prize is the Super Bowl, and they have not gotten there for one reason or another. Defense, injuries. This past year it was special teams, and that's the one thing with him being the richest quarterback now. Can you address the other needs? Because the majority of your cap is going to 2 players, plus you need something opposite of Davante Adams, and I'm sure the Packers will be very creative in doing that, but we'll see what happens. But you can't knock Aaron Rodgers, 4-time MVP, and this year's MVP. I don't know if they're experiencing buyer's remorse now that they saw the haul that Seattle was able to get for Russell Wilson, but we'll have to see there. Some other news and notes, AFC-wise, Mike Williams, the former Clemson standout wide receiver, got a 3-year, $60 million contract, $40 million guaranteed. He's had 26 touchdowns, 72 yards long, 3,000 yards in his illustrious 5-year career so far. Hopefully he can avoid injuries, but this seems like a good value for the Chargers as they continue to build with Justin Herbert in the fold. So that is nice for them. The Buccaneers tagged Chris Godwin, recovering from ACL, but it looks like they're going to get a new deal done for him. Left tackle Cam Irving was tagged by the Jacksonville Jaguars, signaling that they're probably going to go defensive end Aiden Hutchinson with the first overall pick. Deshaun Watson is set to face a grand jury tomorrow. Whether the criminal charges are going to stick and how that will impact his trade or his value or whatnot, whatever happens there, tomorrow is a big day for him. The Bills released A.J. Klein, clearing about $5.1 million. The Carolina Panthers restructured Shaq Thompson's contract. The numbers weren't necessarily posted yet. And obviously the Panthers are listening on Christian McCaffrey. It would take a potential first-round pick and probably a lot more. And probably, in my opinion, some salary relief in that the team takes a lot of that contract so we can upgrade in other areas, obviously, but that doesn't seem to have legs just yet. The Panthers also have discussed Robbie Anderson to the Patriots, and we definitely need draft capital, so I wouldn't mind that. It's going to be hard for the Panthers to get out from under the Sam Darnold contract, so that's a situation to monitor. Jimmy Garoppolo, Kirk Cousins have been bandied about, but I'd rather, if we're going the quarterback route, just go with Malik Willis and see what happens out of Liberty. But who knows? There's a lot of moving parts and a lot to digest from just today. But the landscape of the AFC has completely changed, and I think it's the Rams and Green Bay Packers and the rest of the NFC right now. As a lot of the NFC is in flux, but I will have all of the rapid fire up-to-date free agent frenzy stuff. And today, again, I think it's just an appetizer to what we're going to see. But there was a ton of news, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more in the coming days, in the coming weeks. But as always, keep pounding, go Panthers. It's going to be very, very interesting. And go football. Whew.